Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to a battle from the 5th of April, whilst I was recording the new vehicle video for my Radkampfwagen 90, and was lamenting the fact that these were the kinds of maps I was getting, and I had neither seen hide nor hair of neither Maginot nor Fulda, or Advance to the Rhine, or something, anything where I could get out and use my speed. As it turns out, I eventually did get a map where I could get out and use my speed in the Radkampfwagen 90, and if you watch the new vehicle video for the Radkampfwagen 90, you'll know what I'm talking about, and if you didn't watch it, you should. Because you'll see things like me crashing into the edge of a gateway there and being completely stopped, although that doesn't actually happen much in the Radkamp video. But at any rate, I managed to get into the A point quickly enough. I sort of was able to use the speed of the thing here, although not the way I wanted, which was to get out and get around. But I was able to get into the capture point and start the capture and hide out a little bit in these buildings. And all I really wanted was just get that capture point finished. Just get the cap finished. I really wish I had already, because there you can see, obviously, enemy vehicles coming in on the bridge there. So backed away to await reinforcements, and also let the, if the enemy got into the A point, it would give me a warning that they were there. So backed out of the point, even though, yes, it would give up the capture, at least until my team got there to reinforce, I would have a warning if they got there. So what I tried to do here was do a 3-point turn and back into cover here so I could actually hide myself a little bit, as this OF40 got here and actually helped me back me up here, which was nice. No enemy contact yet. Things are quiet. A little too quiet. Alright, so now this is what I was talking about where I started the 3-point turn. I was a little ahead of myself on my narration, but... So I ended up clipping a whole crap load of stone fence here, which slowed me way down. So instead of backing all the way up to get view and come around behind, I instead went up to move around and go through the hole in the wall there. And an AMX-30 knocked out our friend in the OF-40, so I find him, get a shot into him, get his commander, his loader, and his cannon breech. I thought he still had his 20mm coax up and alive. So now I push through the gate that I was originally hoping to get through, and again, clip a little bit of wooden beams that slow down my 30-40 ton rolling vehicle here, but you know, whatever. Also, I just love that bushes don't block your view in the gunner sight, but wood that falls on your tank does. And as I'm waiting for the gun to come up, I get hit by a Chieftain Mark V, and you can see why I didn't use this video for the Radkampfwagen 90, but I was able to respawn in my Tamalama Ding Dong, pick up an assist on the AMX-30 1972, and then labor my way across the stream here. For all its light tankedness, the TAM sure does seem to have the power to weight ratio of something much heavier than it really is. Like, I don't know why it has such trouble accelerating. But anyway, trying to get up here and get back after the M48 or M60, whatever it was that was under the bridge. Couldn't see it. Like, it seems to have the power to weight ratio of, say, a mouse. And speaking of a mouse, there's a mouse. So I managed to get into the capture point with quite a few members of my team to retake the point. I don't know if the guy got killed under the bridge or what. I never did see him again, so I mean, he either got knocked out or he left there. I think he got knocked out. Got an enemy tank there to scout. Jets are starting to fly over, and they are decidedly not friendly. Finish the capture again, push forward a little, wait for my smoke to reload. Once the TAM breaks through this wall, finally. Get up to a little bit better cover. Get the smoke all actually reloaded. And just kind of watch out for any enemies around. There's something close right there. Got him scouted, put artillery on him. And then he gets hammered by both an aircraft and a tank, with the aircraft knocking him out. So something just fired right here, get my gun on him. It's a T-79, or T-79, a 279. Knocked him out without too much trouble. I actually thought it was a T-62 or a T-65, but you hit him in the turret in that spot, and it doesn't really matter which one of the three that it is, it's gonna kill it. So kind of somewhat cautiously push forward here, trying to take the fight up to the enemy, at least to the river. You can see we've got a medium tank scouted up there, so I'm going to push up and get a look at him. Luckily, he's not looking at me, and I get a good hit into his loader and cannon breech. He backed off, as you would expect. And I relocated and backed off as well, because he's just going to be sitting there waiting for me, and he can get held down with a chieftain, so that's not really something I want. So we'll just relocate a bit to the left. And the team is looking pretty good. Most of our guys are still here. Most of theirs are the ones that have left after 1 or 2 deaths, so we're not doing too badly. Coming over to get a little overwatch on the approach out of the exit out of their spawn here, and what do I see? I see somebody get hit and marked. I can't quite see him through the tree, but when I bring up the old scope, well, that's pretty hard to miss. Adios, Tovarish. So hang out here for a second, and then someone's calling for help, and I can't exactly tell who it is. And then I recognize the name as our friend, the mouse. And then I see why he needs help. He's sort of beached himself. He has sort of beached himself, and we're gonna have to see if we can maybe go rescue him. So we've got an R3T20 trying to suppress the enemy a little bit, and he takes a hit from what looked like an ATGM. I get over here in front of the mouse, who doesn't have his tow hook turned on, so while I wait for him to figure out the tow hook is a thing, I go up to repair the R3T20, because we kind of need him a little more than we need the mouse at the moment. So we'll get the repair started, which gives me time to type and say, yo man, tow hook. And as I look back, hey, he's turned his tow hook on, and a Begleit Panzer has also joined in. So the answer to the age-old riddle of how many tanks does it take to get a mouse unstuck is 2 light tanks and a medium. And then there's something up here blasting away at our friend, the R3. It's an IT-1. He unfortunately takes out the Bagel Panzer, but I got him scouted and put some artillery on him. And then, wouldn't you know it, the Bagel Panzer is faster in reverse. Insert French tank joke here. So I just kept going backwards because I figured at least if I get hit, it's not going to be necessarily in my engine and immobilize me. I may lose crew members. I'll probably get hull broken, but you never know. Maybe I'll back around there and catch a poor shoot, kill, delete out in the open coming down the trail and blaster one. Sorry there, M48. I was actually trying to just get back out of the way. You guys followed up behind me a little too closely there. But I did actually get back out of their way, let them have the left side in the road, and then move back up here to re-engage the IT-1 that had fired a bunch of missiles at our guys. The mouse has joined me in this endeavor, which is kind of funny. That's a dead enemy. There's a scouted enemy there, and as I pull forward, I catch a glimpse of an AMX-30. Luckily got a good shot through the trees there, the trees and bushes. Now something is marked right here. It's a medium. I can't quite tell what it is, and I can't get a good sight on it to scout it. Remember when you used to be able to climb up these rice paddies? Orange Pepperidge Farm remembers. T-62 knocked out the mouse, so I can see the T-62 come and get a good scout on him. I know he can see me, but I'm backing off to hopefully get a shot into him as he tries to come around the corner. And wouldn't you know it, that's exactly what he does. And driver and loader did not get his gunner. But his shot only managed to hit my gun barrel, so I'm still alive. And as I start repairing, I realize he's probably going to get a gun back faster than I will. Or at least that's not a chance I want to take, so I smoke up. And then I relocate, hopefully getting away from him while he's trying to repair his own gun. Now he sees me and he's firing away, but he's obviously not quite repaired. So I try and get a scout on him to more accurately fire my artillery, which I then do so, as well as someone else's artillery being fired on him. So he's got double arty going. And I pull in as far as I can get here to hide and repair. And I've got a friendly who comes over and actually helps me repair my gun barrel. God bless him. So I warned him. He's watching left, which is good, but I just warned him, hey, he's going to be coming this way because, you know, he's a T-62 and he definitely knows where I am. So while we're watching for him here, the battle's just about over. I go backing up to try and get a last second kill in on the T-62, and as I'm searching for him, oof! I guess somebody didn't take kindly to the insert French tank joke. So that was that, but it ended up being a pretty good battle, compliments of the TAM. As you'll see here in a moment. Now you can see why I didn't use this video for the Radkampfwagen video, this battle. But you can see here why I used it for a video in and of itself, because that's a lot of RP. And that is why, 300% RP booster. So there we go. So there's the team score, there's the awards, there's the battle log. And let's take a look and see how we did on the research here. So we finished the laser rangefinder for the TAM. And then after a moment of consideration, I decided to go for filters because there's still a couple of tier 3 mods. So we'll save the rest of those for a future vehicle. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe out there. And don't forget to wash your hands and wear a mask if you've got one.